This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We are here at the Canary Riverside Plaza. It is the press conference day for Matchroom Next Gen live on the Zone. Friday night. Junaid Bostan, how are you, mate?
Flying, ready to go, 2 days out to business.
You've never, kind of once in all the times I've interviewed, been any different. You're always very, very chilled, aren't you?
Trying to be. I mean, catch me on the wrong day, I might go a bit berserk, but we're cool here, we're cute.
To be fair, I weren't there in Arizona. It would have been a little bit different then.
Oh, well, no, do you know what? For that moment of time, for that minute or so, that went off, but away from that, after that, I was sound as a pound. Nothing new to me.
To be fair, seen you off camera go a little bit. Sheffield.
I'm an athlete, I'm a professional athlete. We conduct ourselves the best way we can, and we'll leave the violence in the ring.
Definitely. Look, very, very big opportunity for you on Friday night. Bilal, what do you make of him as an opponent, first of all?
He's an awkward customer. He's had a vast amateur background with 90 fights, 90 odd so fights. I know he had a lot of off-licence fights away from his pro career. Turned pro. He's beat one or two decent fellas, to be fair with you. He's awkward, but nothing I can't deal with.
English title. Look, for a lot of last year, the English title was being kind of, you was ordered for it, and then was it going to happen? You happy just to get this title fight over the line finally?
Definitely. An English title is a great title to pick up along the way for bigger titles to come. And it starts Friday. I won't really pay too much mind into it, if I'm honest with you, but I am grateful for the position I'm in and make grow and continue.
I remember speaking to you kind of the back end of 2023, and you wanted a kind of homecoming, next gen card. Is that still on the table for you to headline your own card?
I mean, I definitely snatch it up with both hands if I'm offered it. So, and believe me, I'd sell it well. So, if it comes, it comes. I'll focus on that when it comes. You know what I mean? Like, end of the day, I've got a job on Friday. I start asking for this. I want this. I want that. I'm overlooking what's coming on Friday. So, focus on Friday. What will be, will be.
How do you assess your 2024?
Frustrating, but probably a year that I needed in hindsight. And to make it to some use and make it a purposeful year for this year, I think it's made me mature and grow out of the ring. So, yeah.
Do you feel like 2024 was a year where you learnt kind of the downside of the politics of professional boxing?
Not even just boxing, just life. I was just moving. It was just a chaotic year for myself in and outside of boxing. So, but I'm very grateful that I've had it. You can't ponder on it. If you take the lessons what come with it, it was worth it. If not, you're going to bring yourself down to a slump, and I'm not going to allow that.
Do you think it's made you a better fighter going into 2025, where starting on Friday is strap season?
It's strengthened here.
Yeah.
So with that comes a better performance in the ring. So yeah, most definitely.
Have you got a clear plan for 2025?
What comes, what will come, will come. By the end of 2025, again, I don't want to be overlooking Friday, but I want to be knocked on for a British title or have it around my waist, one or the other, so we'll see.
There's not actually a British champion in your weight division, is it, at the minute, is there?
No, Sam Gilly and Louis Green are meant to be fighting for it. I'm sure Ish is knocking on the door for it. And whoever's got it, I'll fight him.
Are you a little bit fed up talking about the Ish fight?
No, it's not even that. I think it's just media can spin a narrative onto it to be something that it ain't. That's the most frustrating thing with it.
In what way? In what way?
Like it's almost beef or something, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get it, it makes views and stuff like that, but if the fight happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Obviously, it makes sense. It makes a lot more sense if it's for the British, so what will be, will be.
From the outside looking in with that fight, it feels like there's absolutely no beef between the two of you. It's what's going on around, and I'm not calling it beef, it's just, again, politics of boxing, when to take fights and what's going on around it.
Don't even need to pay no mind onto it. It's not my part to deal with. My part's to do my... I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
I'm doing my job. I am doing my thing in the ring. I'm doing my thing in training. I'm doing my thing with the press conferences. I'm putting myself out there, so I'm doing everything correct on my side. So everything else, if I put attention on it, it's just a foregone conclusion. I don't need to because I have no control of it.
Are you paying attention to Gilly and Green?
Who?
Sam Gilly and Louis Green, the winner of that fight.
Right now, no, but once the fight happens, of course I'll be watching. It'll be a good fight as well, to be fair. The first fight were a very good fight, so I'll almost be watching, fucking hell, that was a good fight. And on top of that, I'll always be watching to see what each man does, and of course who wins, so that's how I'll go about it.
Feels like for the first time in, what, 4 or 5 years, when you had Scott Fitzgerald, Anthony Fowler, Ted Cheeseman, it feels like this 154 division, certainly domestically, should you come through Friday night, can really light up, and there's a lot of good entertaining fights to be made.
Most definitely, like, it's a good domestic scene. I'm the baby of the crop, but when it comes to all said and done, and the cherries at the top, I'll be the man, so yeah.
Just spoke to Mick Condon at his media day. What's it like having him in the gym? He's very fond of you.
He's all right, Mick, man. Mick's my boy. Mick's my boy. Obviously, he's only been at the gym for a few months, but we're getting on very, very well. He's a fighter that I really looked up to. Like, it's half embarrassing now. You know, all my Facebook memories and that I'm sharing this shit. I was half fanboying him, but nah, he's a great fighter, a great person, a good person to be around, and of course, he's got wisdom and experience far beyond my years. So it's always good to be around people like that, so you can almost be nagging them and getting questions answered for yourself.
Do you think you're in the best gym in the UK?
Definitely one of them. Yes, most definitely. Well, I've got the best trainer for myself. For other boxers may need other trainers because it must suit for them. For me, I've got the best man in my corner, Grant Smith, and I've had him since I was 12 years of age. So for me, definitely.
Excellent, Junaid. What happens Friday night, last one?
And the new Junaid Bostan, because it's vacant. Gotta get that in. You know what I mean? And the new Junaid Bostan. Whether it's in the distance or not, who knows? But if I find the opening and it's there to be taken, I'm going to take it with both hands, believe me. I'm a good finisher.
Have you ever fought in London before?
I don't think so. Maybe as an amateur. Not as a pro anyways. Not as a pro. I don't know. Not as a pro, no.
Us Southerners coming down.
Big smoke in the big smoke. English title in London. It's very fitting. So, come on.
Come on, let's go, Junaid.